Howdy guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Makayla and today I'm going to take you along for a week in my life where I show you what I realistically read in a week as a full-time college student studying civil engineering who also loves reading and reads at every chance she can get. So we're going to jump right into it and I'm just going to show you how much I read in a week. How this is going to work is I'm going to track the amount of pages that I read for whatever book I'm reading each day, and then we'll break it down like pages per day and my average reading rate, and we'll sum up a total for the whole week. Excuse me, Orzo. Can you move? Can you move, please? Okay, well, we will just... Okay, there we go. My dog is being a bugaboo right now because it's almost dinner time. He still has like 20 minutes until he gets his dinner, and he's throwing a fit because he's hungry and wants his dinner already. But the two books that I'm currently reading at the moment are these two. So the first one is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. I have been reading this for a while now. Quite frankly, I've been really busy the past few weeks, so I haven't had much time to just sit down and read. So I've been reading the physical book of this, and I am starting today out on page 474. I am almost finished. I'm hoping to maybe finish this today or within the next few days because I really want to start moving on to another book because I have been reading this one for a long time. So we're starting out on page 474 for this one. And then I'm also listening to the audiobook of Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, which the audiobook for this story has been amazing because this book, if you don't know, it's the kid telling the story of his life. He's literally just like telling you all the stories of everything that's happened in his life, and the audiobook is really great because it's just someone telling you a story, and it's been really amazing. I love the audiobook, so I have strictly been listening to this on audiobook, and as of this morning I was on chapter 35, page 276 is where we are starting out on this book. And this has been really helpful because for the audiobook, I listen to it when I'm like driving to campus, walking across campus to class, and just like doing random tasks. Like if I'm doing the dishes, I'll be listening to it. When I take my dog on walks, I'll be listening to it. So I do get a good amount of my reading in through audiobooks, especially when I'm super busy. And yes, I do count audiobooks as reading. I don't care if you don't. We're counting it for this challenge because it's a big part of how much I read, especially during school when I am more busy. So that is where we are starting out today. I will film little clips of me reading throughout, and then we will analyze either tonight or in the morning my total tally for the amount of pages that I've read today. So let's get on with it, and happy reading. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, and we are going to do a little wrap-up of everything that I read yesterday. So I did actually end up finishing All the Light We Cannot See. I binged the last, I think it was 56 pages that I read yesterday. Last night I stayed up pretty late, later than I should have, to read it, but I really did enjoy it. I'm going to go more in depth with my review in another video that should be coming out within the next few weeks. So be on the lookout for that, and you'll actually hear my in-depth review of this book. But like I said, we read 56 pages of this one, and then I listened to the audiobook of Demon Copperhead all throughout yesterday. Just when I had the chance, I was listening to it, and I started on page 277 yesterday, and I got to page 373. So almost 100 pages that we read yesterday through the audiobook, and in total yesterday I read 152 pages of these two books combined, which feels really low, but the audiobook is really slow. Like, I'm listening to it on 1.5 speed, and I still feel like it's taken me forever to get through this book. Even on 1.5 speed, it was still like a 19-hour audiobook. Granted, this book is, how many pages is it? 550, so it is a little bit on the longer side, but we are making good progress. We are almost semi-done with it. I think I have 4 hours left in the audiobook, so we should be finishing it within the next few days. I definitely foresee that, but adding a new book into the rotation, so the physical book that I want to read, and that is Spookily Yours by Jennifer Chipman. This is just a little Halloween fun spooky romance that I found on Kindle Unlimited. It has like 16 reviews, so obviously it's like not very well known, and I'm super excited because I kind of just wanted a silly little romance to read because All the Light We Cannot See was so like deep and talking about war and everything that I needed just a little palate cleanser. So we chose a little romance, and I wanted to stick with like my fall spooky vibes theme because that's like my whole TBR for my fall. It's just all good spooky vibes. So I'm super excited to read that, and I will keep you guys updated throughout the day on what I am reading. So let's do it. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, and we are going to talk about Tuesday's reading. I have my little breakdown on my phone of what all I read yesterday. So we're going to start out Demon Copperhead. I began on page 373, and I ended on page 498. I am very, very close to finishing this. I only have about 45 minutes to an hour-ish, somewhere in that time frame, left in the audiobook, so I will definitely be finishing this today, which is really exciting because I have been listening to this audiobook over the span of the last week, so I'm super excited to finally get this one finished. And like I said, I'm filming another video where this book is also included in it, so it's nice that I'm finally wrapping this one up. So moving on to the Spookily Yours book that I started reading yesterday. I read 59 pages of that on my Kindle, and honestly this book is just perfect for what I was wanting. I have been reading a lot of general fiction recently for that other video, like this book and All the Light We Cannot See, and I do like that genre. It's just not one that I read all the time, so reading so many of them back to back to back, it has been nice to just read a silly little romance that means nothing to break it up, because I was struggling a little bit just because it was hard for me. I normally break up my general fictions a lot more, so it's been a nice little challenge. But this book is just a silly Halloween romance. It has witches, demons, it's set like in Halloween time. Absolutely love it. It's chef's kiss. It literally is just perfect for what I was wanting. It's cheesy, not serious, and amazing. So I actually ended up reading 30 pages this morning, but as of last night I was 27% the way done, and then as of right now I'm 36% the way done. So super exciting. I will continue reading this today, as well as finish the audiobook of Demon Copperhead, and then once I finish this book I will probably move on to reading another general fiction for that other video that I'm filming. And the two options that I have to choose from are Tomorrow and Station 11. They're both like for that other video, and yeah, I'm gonna read one of those. So that is where we are at starting out Wednesday, and I'm super excited. So let's. Howdy everyone, it is Wednesday night. I'm doing a little check-in. This isn't my official Wednesday update because I'm not done reading for the night, but I did finish the Demon Copperhead audiobook today, and I really did enjoy it. I think the audiobook was a great way to read that book because it is just the narrator telling the story of his life. So the audiobook was really great. I enjoyed listening to it, and I'm happy that I finally finished with it because now I can start either listening or reading other books. Other than that, I have been reading Spookily Yours quite a bit today. I'm on page 117 as of right now, but I do plan to read for the rest of the night. It is only 8:30, so I'm about to go lay in bed and read for like an hour and a half just because I finish all my assignments for the week. So I get to chill out, and it's really exciting. I love that feeling. And yeah, so we're gonna sit here, read it. I am enjoying this book like I said, it's really just silly, lighthearted, not too serious. That's perfectly fine for what I was wanting. I'm 51% the way done. I'm hoping to finish it within like a day or two because I do want to move on to reading the next book. I have a very long fall TBR, and yeah, I'm really excited to like read through my TBR because I'm so excited about like all of the books on it. So I'm just getting ahead of myself. But we are gonna go read in bed, and I will give you the official update on my Wednesday reading wrap up tomorrow morning when I have my official page count. But that is our plan for the night. So let's go. Everybody, it is Thursday. We are back with a wrap up of my Wednesday reading. So I ended up starting Demon Copperhead at page 498 yesterday, and I finished the book, which in total is 546 pages. And then on Spookily Yours, I started on page 59 and I ended on page 166. So in total, I read 155 pages yesterday, which is super exciting. I have been reading Spookily Yours this morning, and I'm definitely going to be finishing it today, and then I get to pick the next book that I'm going to start. But we've been kind of averaging around the same amount of pages every day, so it's good data to give to y'all on about how much I read a week. So that is the plan for today, and we are going to keep reading. I officially finished Spookily Yours. I finished it earlier today, but then I had to go to class. But overall, I am probably going to rate it like a 3.5 because it was not a literary masterpiece by any means, but it was just a cutesy, cheesy little romance that just scratched the itch for what I was wanting at that moment. So now I'm moving on to reading Station 11, which this is also another book for another video that I'm filming. So I'm super excited. This is another general fiction. And yeah, we are gonna get right into reading this one. This one's a little bit shorter than the other ones I've been reading, so hopefully I'll be able to get through this one pretty quickly as well. I'm not gonna be able to read that much more tonight because I do have an exam in the morning, so I'm probably just gonna read a few pages and that'll probably be it. But tomorrow, we will probably read a lot more. So, really excited about that, and we are going to start Station 11. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. I had my exam this morning, so I'm filming this clip a little bit later. My exam went really well, so anyways, side note, we are going to talk about all that I read yesterday. So like I said, I finished Spookily Yours, so I started on page 166 and finished the book, which was 246 pages. Then I also started Station 11 last night. It is really good already. I forgot how much I enjoy reading dystopian like set books, and that's what this one is, and I really like it. I ended up getting 33 pages in. I was gonna stay up longer to read it, but I had an 8 a.m. exam, so I forced myself to put the book down and go to sleep. But you best bet we are going to binge this. It is really good so far, and yeah, it is a good day. I got done with all of my stuff that I needed to get done, so we're just gonna hang out, read, and have a good weekend. Okay, so I'm ready to give the final update for this video. It is actually Sunday. I haven't filmed at all since Friday, and I stopped doing like tracking my reading on Friday. I just did like during the actual school week, and I have my full breakdown right here. But this weekend has been so hectic. I had people come in and stayed with me all weekend. We had the Aggie football game. A lot of stuff happened, so I've just been very busy and haven't filmed the outro for this video yet. So, leaving off where I left off on Thursday, like going into Friday, I had started on page 33 of Station 11 on Friday, and I ended up making it to page 153. So I ended up reading 120 pages of this book on Friday. It is really good. I am liking it so far. And yeah, it's just a different pace to some of the other books that I have been reading, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited to keep reading it. Hopefully I will finish it sometime this week and get to keep rolling on my fall TBR because I do have a lot of videos to do. So overall, I read 120 pages on Friday, and I did a tally and found an average of how many pages I read per day throughout the whole week, and on average, I read 145 pages per day, which I feel like is very good. I obviously read more on the days when I was listening to the Demon Copperhead audiobook, just because I was able to listen to the audiobook while I was doing other things. But for the second half of the week, I was only reading physical books, and I was still reading over 100 pages a day. So I still do read quite a bit during the week. Granted, last week was a little bit of a slower week, just slightly on my end. I'm really, really busy this week, but that is just kind of on average. I try to at least read at least like 25 pages a day. Obviously, I read over 100 every day, but on a normal good week where I'm really, really busy, I try to just read before bed every night, and on average I read about like 20 pages before I go to bed when I'm like my normal bedtime routine. I feel like that was just long and drawn out for no reason. So yeah, whole sum up of this little tracking challenge, I read 145 pages per day on average. So it has been so fun spending this little week reading with y'all. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!